Hello everyone, I am Nita Bhalchandra Dhoye, student from Brisang Training Consistency of Dhankodi. Today I will share video on technical topic. The topic is the blood. Let's start this topic. Blood is a fluid connective tissues in the body that flow through the vessels and acts as an medium for the transport of oxygen, nutrients and hormones. The main role of the blood is to transport the oxygen from lungs to all over the body and to protect the body against diseases. The branch of medical science that deals with the study of blood is known as hematology. The properties of blood. It is a red color, slightly viscous fluids. The pH of blood is slightly alkaline. The pH of blood is 7.35 to 7.45. The male of the volume of blood is 5 to 6 liters, and female in which the volume of blood is 4 to 5 liters. 4 to 5 liters. The functions of the bloods are the main three functions: transportation, regulation and protection, which are transport the O2 the oxygen to the cells from the lungs and CO2 from cells to the lungs, and it transport nutrients from the digestive agents to the cells. It transports hormones and enzymes to the target tissues and gland, and it transports the waste product from the body cell to kidney and lungs and sweat glands. And next to the regulation, which are the bloods are the regulates the various component from the lungs to heart and other body parts, and these are regulates the pH of our body through the buffers, and it regulates body temperatures throughout the heat after being, and coolant properties of the water controls, and it regulates the water balance in the body. And protections of the body: it protects the body against the blood loss through its blood clotting mechanism, and it protect the against disease pathogen through the phagocytes and WBC and antibodies. And next to the components of the bloods, the blood in which there are the 55% of the plasma, and 45% of the other nutrients, and in which the blood plasma is 55% and other element is the 45%, and water and blood plasma in which present the water and proteins, proteins which are present the albumin, globulin, fibrinogens, etc., and other like gases and nutrients, etc., and other elements in which the RBC means red blood cell, WBC means white blood cells, and platelets, and white blood cells are divided into the 5 types: neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils, eosinophils, and there are and monocytes and lymphocytes. Neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils, these are the granulocytes, and monocytes and lymphocytes which is the granulocytes. And platelets which are the helps to the coagulations of the blood in the body, and granulocytes in which there are two monocytes and lymphocytes, and granulocytes and agranulocytes in which difference are the granulocytes means there are present the cytoplasmic granules, and agranulocytes means which are present the not present the cytoplasmic granule, and granulocytes in which three parts: neutrophils, basophils, and eosinophils. Neutrophils are the three lobes. And which are activated by the viral and bacterial infection, and eosinophils are the bilobes which are activated by the allergic reactions, and basophils are the which are activated by the parasitic infection. And granulocytes in which two types: monocytes and lymphocytes. Monocytes which are kills the microorganism which are actively participates, and lymphocytes which are produce two type cells, B lymphocytic cells and T lymphocytic cells, which are made the antibodies and then against to kills the microorganism. And blood plasma is the present in the 45% of the total body bloods, and it is the liquid part of the bloods, and which contains the waters, proteins, and other elements which are present. The waters about the 90% of waters, and which are maintain the presence and task part of the body, and fluid leads to dilosites, and other proteins are the albumin, globulin, and fibrinogens. Albumin which the take part in the immunity and inflammations, and immunity and inflammation. Globulins is the defense against the coagulations, and fibrinogens which are the blood clotting systems, and other parts which contains the glucose, lipids, vitamins, amino acids, etc. And next to the blood platelets. Blood platelets is the also known as thrombocytes. There are the granule cells which forms in the bone marrow, and they are surrounded by the plasma membrane. Normal platelets count range from 50,000 to 450,000, and platelets per micrometer of blood. And the main role of the platelet which releases blood clotting factor and helps to blood coagulation, and platelets are also helps in the defense system. And next to the component of the blood which present the WBC, RBC. WBC is also known as erythrocytes. RBC is also known as erythrocytes. These are the disc shaped. These are the disc shapes and common in middles and vesicles under the microscopes. RBCs carries oxygen from lungs and transfer to the body parts, and it contains the various pigment like thrombohemoglobins, and the total lifespan of the RBC is the 120 days, and RBC are produce the spleen and bone marrow, and the total RBC counts is the 4.5 million in females, and 4.8 millions in male. Next to the WBC is also known as leukocytes. They are around irregular semi-transport cells containing a nucleic and visible under microscope, and they fight against the infection, pathogen, and protect us from diseases. And WBC act as a body defense system, and it makes some chemical entity called antibodies, and WBC are the fights against infection. and they large in size than RBC but low in quantity. The WBC count is the 45,000 to 11,000 per micrometers, and WBC are the two types, agranulocytes and granulocytes. Granulocytes in which the neutrophil, basophils and eosinophils, and agranulocytes in which the lymphocytes and monocytes. And there are the many diseases in the blood related, like blood clotting factors, hypertension, hypotension, and leukemia. These are the diseases of the blood related, and these are the all informations about the blood, and these are the most important parts in our body, and these are all informations about the bloods. Thank you so much.